And welcome to episode 4 of Lads of the Past. And we, just before we get started, we are joined with Sonny.
Hi guys, favourite Indian here, wearing a Nottingham Forest shirt today just to wind Bren up a little bit.
We're also joined with Brad.
Yeah, okay. I'm not saying too much because I got told off on the last episode.
Yes, you are on a swearing ban. You are on a swearing ban.
I'll do my best. I'm not making any promises.
But not a bad shout.
Some voice notes in the group.
Yeah, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout to try and wind Bren up to see if we can get him swearing.
Yeah.
It's got a good job. Well done. So, yeah, again, as usual, this is an adult 18 plus episode. So if you are under 18, you can listen. It's just against the law and it's your problem, not mine. So yeah, you can listen to the episode, and we the lads don't know what we are going to be discussing. So this episode is going to be childhood foods.
Oh.
Childhood foods. Nice and interesting. Talk from things like pink custard, push pops that used to suck in you, apparently used to kill you. Those kind of. So, I mean, have you never looked? So the first thing is what I wanted to ask you guys is, can you remember a food that was really dangerous as a kid? Like remember, like when we were growing up. I mean, you still get it now. I mean, you get hundreds of them now. But when we was growing up, here's my example: is push pops. That's why I wanted to bring it up. The push pops you used to obviously it was a lollipop, and you put your finger in and you pushed it in. You like fingered the plastic. You fingered the plastic. The motion, what I'm doing, yeah. So you fingered the plastic, and you used to push the lollipop up, and then you sucked it. So you.
Yeah. Can you not remember the adverts for it? Don't push me, push a push pop. Can I remember?
No. So they were banned. Can you remember them getting banned? Because what was happening is kids were sucking on them and then blowing on them, sucking on them. So the thing used to go make a really big cracking noise. And when it hit the top, eventually the plastic would snap and then the thing would suck into the back of the throats. So they banned push pops. Yeah, they banned them. So yeah, and like Sunny D turned you orange. So is there anything that you guys remember that was dangerous and was banned?
It just one for me is my mum and my nan, like peanuts. Like apparently peanuts were the death of every kid. Like you can't eat a peanut. Like you used to go to the pub to see your granddad on Sunday afternoon. You were out in the pub for half an hour and he'd get you Pepsi or in the old Dougie bar on Normanton Road. And I used to always want some nuts. No, they'll kill you. You'll choke to death. You know what I mean? Well, they were the main killers of kids.
Are they talking about nuts or peanuts?
Peanuts, like KP salted peanuts. You know what I mean? They were the number one killer of all under 13s back in the day. Apparently.
I can't remember that. I remember the only peanut I could think of was an apple seed. Can you remember if you ever swallowed an apple seed?
Oh, yeah.
A tree would grow.
Oh yeah. That kind of goes back to grapes and that. Remember, it's like it used to be grapes for us. Like, if you don't, make sure you chop up your grapes before you eat them, otherwise you're going to choke and die.
Really? But imagine chopping up a grape.
I just cut it off. But there's a specific way you've got to cut it as well. It's not like you've got to cut it oblong way, not that way, if that makes sense. So it's a bit it's not as round. You got to learn this. You got to learn this. So that's what
I've never chopped up a grape. I've never chopped it up.
But going back to the one that it was probably Sunny D, to be fair. And I remember they said when we was at school that it used to be made with horse semen. That was just a big danger for us. Except for that one weird kid who said it actually tastes nice. I was like, yeah, he's had a bit of horse semen. He has
horse semen.
Yeah. That was the rumor that went round. So
no way.
They must have like got rid of all the bad food, killer foods when I was growing up.
Killer foods.
That's what on your generation.
That's what they said about Red Bull, though, isn't it? It's bull semen.
There you go. Yeah.
Red Bull. But, I think the other one, Liam, was you used to go shop and buy a pack of Hubba Bubba, and you used to put all 5 in your mouth, and if you swallowed it, you'd die.
Yeah. Yes,
No,
Bren. I remember
I
that
would
one.
never put 5 in my mouth. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you always see someone that's
Yeah. The jaw ache you had after. God.
yeah. If you swallow that chewing gum, you won't be able to breathe.
Yeah.
in all fairness, yeah. Like, yeah,
Chewing
you
gum
would
in general,
die.
isn't it? Yeah. I was always told, spit your chewing gum out. Don't swallow chewing gum because it'll get.
Yeah.
But the
Well, I've been
council,
doing it for years and I'm still sad.
the council tell you not to spit your gum out, so you're kind of like in shit street, aren't you? So you just put it in, and that's it. Stays there.
I'm sure someone said if you swallow chewing gum, it get wrapped around your intestines or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some old wives' tale, shall we call it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, well, there we go. So killer foods, grapes, and
Bubba.
Bubba. So, what's the one childhood snack you'd give anything to taste again? Something that's been banned. Something you could taste again. Now, I weirdly is Tazos.
Tazos.
Yeah. Now,
crisps?
no, they so Tazos. I tell you what, they're just the same as Freddos. So Freddo caramel.
Oh yeah, Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, but they were called
Yeah.
Tazos. But for some reason, they taste better as Tazos. I don't know why, but they do. It's the same thing, but as a Tazo, to me, it tastes better. I don't know if it's the advertising. I don't know what it is. But Tazos taste better than caramel Freddos, even though it's the same thing. But I would love to eat a Tazo again.
I think there's a lot of like sweets and chocolates that have just been like watered down. For me, it's like salt and vinegar discos. Remember them?
Yeah.
They used to be covered in salt and vinegar, like covered, where they'd rip your mouth to bits. I used to love them. So, and Space Raiders as well.
Space. Oh yeah, Space Raiders. I remember
Pickled
that.
onion Space Raiders.
I remember them. And then there was but Tangy Toms. Can you remember them? Those tomato Tangy
They're still doing them,
Toms.
but they're watered down again. Terrible.
Yeah, well, Tangy Toms, Space Raiders. There was the burger ones. They were well nice. I don't know what they were, but they tasted like burgers.
There's like Transformer ones. You can make your own robot out of the crisp. Remember Transformer ones?
Transform snack.
Yeah.
Surely you could still get them. Surely.
Yeah, the Aldi version.
Yeah,
They're called Decepticons.
Decepticons. So, did you ever have cheese balls? Yeah, cheese balls. So, yeah. So, there was a thing in cheese balls that made kids hyperactive. You remember that?
Yeah, but isn't that the same as what was in Mountain Dew? And they weren't allowed to sell that in cans and stuff because of the there was
the
banned
numbers and
substance
stuff.
or something. Yeah. So they can't sell Mountain Dew in cans anymore. I've not seen Mountain Dew for ages, to be honest with you.
No.
I see it in bottles. I see bottles of it.
Yeah.
See, I would love to have some Mountain Dew again. Or there was can you remember that Panda Pop? Obviously, Panda Pops. Can you remember Strawberry Panda Pop?
Yep, I can.
Yeah, that's banned.
Panda Pops, yeah, it should be, man.
They were bad.
They were bad. There was that like soda cream one. That was wicked.
That was so good. That was really good. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, didn't they ban something in Smarties as well? Like, wasn't there a certain colour Smartie?
Yeah,
was it blue or purple? It was blue or purple, wasn't it? And it had had loads of E numbers in it.
Yeah. And it was like, nah, check them out.
Right. Yeah. So there was. Do you guys remember? Obviously, you remember. Do you remember pudding pops? I don't know if they were called pudding pops here. I think they were called Pop Tarts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put them in the toaster.
Yeah. So did you know? What's his name? The black comedian who's a pedo. What's his name? Bill Cosby.
He's a black dude who's a pedo.
So yeah, so they're all banned now. Like they're all banned. I just remember eating them as a kid, and I used to just sit there thinking, oh, like Bill Cosby's coming in my mouth, like.
What you actually? At that age you thought Bill Cosby?
Not coming, but I was just like, I used to eat it and think of Bill Cosby, and I used to get an excited.
They're not banned, are they? You can still get them, can't you? Pop Tarts.
I don't know. I thought they were banned.
Bill Cosby's banned.
He's definitely banned. He's definitely banned.
I'm pretty sure you can still get Pop Tarts, but like Sonny said earlier, they're probably watered down again.
Ridiculously watered down.
Okay, so off the question again. So a snack you would like to taste again? Sorry,
I want them to bring back the original Wham bars.
Oh,
Like if you get a Wham bar now, they used to have loads of sugar bits in them, but now you get them and you get no sugar bits in them at all. And I always used to remember like the 10p bars used to get like the Iron Brew bar or the Highland Toffee. Used to break your teeth on them and stuff. The Dandy bar, stuff like that. But you don't get you can get a Wham
bar.
Dandy
bar. Jesus.
You can still get Wham bars, but they are not the same as they used to be.
I know what you mean. It's like the green and the pink, like crystallization sugars. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but you don't get them in there anymore.
See, I've got
another one. Sorry.
Go on.
The Willy Wonka chocolate that came out, the popping one. Remember the bar that came out with the popping candies inside?
I remember that. That was really good.
Put that down for me. That's me. That's mine.
This high sours as well. Can you remember high sours? They were like nuclear wastes, but they were like the first. They were the first.
Yeah.
High sours. Tell you what, can you remember? Obviously, you remember Hooch.
Yeah.
I just seen it there. So like, there was the story of Hooch when no one knew it was alcohol because they didn't invent an alcohol that had pop in it, like a pop alcohol. And loads of kids were going to school pissed. Shops were selling them Hooch. You remember that? Because they had like these lemon and orange drinks come through, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's just lemon," and all the kids were fucking hammered. There was hundreds of them, just all hammered because the shops were selling it.
We used to do it with Bash Shandy. Remember Bash Shandy, the cans?
Yeah.
I don't even think it was a shandy. I don't even think it was alcohol, but we convinced ourselves that it was alcohol. We just going around pretending we was absolutely leathered. But really, we're just fantastic actors. That's all it was.
So, Bren, what was your discontinued food? Did we say it?
I'm going to say the
Wham bar.
The 10p bars that you used to get that you don't really see much anymore, or the extreme fizzy chewits.
Oh yeah, they were good. They were good. Here's one. So, can you remember? I mean, what was your favourite cereal as a kid? Like, that's a good question, you know. Like,
straight up, yeah, Rice Krispies with about 3 tablespoons of sugar.
It's not that now. You have that for your supper.
I love that. Give me that any day. This is why Indians are all diabetic, man. That's all we do. Put sugar on sugar. I remember the sugar used to sink to the bottom, and it's just like a little treat at the end when all the milk and that. Scraping it in like that. My mum's looking at me in disgust, thinking, "What an absolute pig of a son I've raised here." Rice Krispies.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Cake it.
A good one.
It was good, but I'm going to have to go with the not watered down ones, but the original Frosties. Kellogg's Frosties. Because they used to be way nicer than they are now.
Yeah. I was thinking that.
Them as well.
Jesus Christ. Flipping out. So mine, it wasn't released long, but can you remember Sonic cereal? Sonic the Hedgehog cereal.
Did it send the milk blue?
No. I don't think so. It was just like they were like little parcels with like Nutella in the middle of it, and it had Sonic's head printed on them. And then they changed it. They changed it to, I think it was like Warner Brothers, and then they changed it to something else, like Beano, and then they stopped it. But yeah, it was Sonic. I don't think
Liam gave it a chance to turn blue.
Mate, they were so good, and and I used to think like you said, like I used to think I was Sonic. Like, I'm eating this, boom. Never the same.
What's weird though is I used to, because my dad and Liam will back me up on this because I bet he was the same, and it's going to be a bit strange, but I used to love shredded wheat as well.
Love shredded wheat
when I was a kid.
Yeah, with sugar on.
Sugar on, mate. Frosted shreddies. Frosted shredded wheat.
I don't think there's anything I didn't put sugar on. Because ever since my mum fed me shit with sugar on.
Hey, shit with sugar.
What's the tea, Mum?
Shit with sugar. Fucking love it. So now there was I know, Brendan, you were saying it turned blue. There was a Sonic curry that was blue. That's true. Right. Yeah,
I knew there was something.
Sonny, what's up? Mate, Google it.
No.
Google that.
This wasn't passed by me. I mean,
mate, a blue curry. No joke. There was Sonic. Curry, do it. Serious. Sonic curry blue. It was everywhere. I don't know, like everyone had it. But like obviously it tasted like crap. It was rubbish.
That looks ropey.
Oh my god! I've just got a picture.
Hey, that looks grim.
It looks like you're having a Smurf shit with rice.
Yeah. Oh, that looks horrendous.
It's so bad, isn't it? Blue curry, Sonic curry. So yeah, if anyone's not here seen that, then yeah, Sonic curry blue. It's a real thing.
Was that actually released in the UK then? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's more of a Japanese thing. That
it was definitely. You could get it. I think you could still get packets of it. Pretty sure. Pardon me. Pretty sure.
That would just be laced in food colouring, though, wouldn't it? All that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think. Oh yeah, it's just food colouring. That's the whole thing. It was just So what food? Right. Another weird question. What food did you used to beg your parents for that you weren't allowed to have? No, that forbidden food.
The forbidden fruit.
Yeah, it wasn't fruit because I wouldn't eat fruit or vegetables when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was grapes for us, and it couldn't go choking on him. I was the only kid choking on grapes. Mum and Dad were like, "Something's wrong with him." We picked the wrong one up.
He's got trees growing in his stomach. This one, he's weird.
Outside chasing pigeons.
I think personally, when it's like it's not nothing that my mum and dad wouldn't actually, buy from a supermarket, but it's not like today's society where, back in our day, and I think it's the same for all three of us, like McDonald's pizza, that was a treat, man.
Yeah.
That was a birthday, or that was that wasn't like, oh, let's have a Big Mac meal on a Wednesday night just because we can't be bothered to cook, kind of thing. It definitely was a treat.
It was like going to the car wash. That was old towels for me. Honestly, it was. Brent, you're totally right. That's exactly where I was going. It wasn't forbidden. It just was like unheard of.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was more the stuff that my mum and dad used to make me eat, like some of the stuff that they put in front of you. It was like, oh my god, really? Like liver and onions, for God's sake.
Oh,
you know what I mean? But my dad loved it. My dad loved it.
My dad did.
And I'm like, who would give your 10-year-old son liver and onions for the tea? We're not back in the Victorian ages. You know what I mean? Give me some fish fingers and chips, man, or something. You know what I mean?
My dad used to make kippers first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning as well. First thing in the morning. So you'd smell like you go, my dad's back, my dad's home. You could smell fucking kippers. Absolutely reeked. It was the worst smell ever. Like it was. Yeah, just disgusting. I mean, what I begged my parents for was, can you remember these in Asda? I don't know I think they were called Lucky Bags. And yeah, Lucky Bags. Yeah. And in the Lucky Bag, you used to get like a lollipop. You used to get like maybe a colouring book and 4 crayons.
Flying saucer sweets.
Flying saucer sweets. Yeah. We used to get like a blow whistle. That's why we weren't allowed them, because it made loads of noise and we used to blow them around the house. And then the best bit of the Lucky Bag was the holographic sticker. Yeah. That was like the best thing in the world. Like, look at my glow, it's holographic. But I used to just go mad for it. Like that holographic, like I'd love it.
That's another thing as well, though, Liam. Like you, for instance, you go to Asda and you want a Lucky Bag, and they're probably about 20p back in the day, and your mum and dad like, you're not having one.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to Lucky Bags? You go to a cinema now, mate. You go to a cinema now, and the kids want pick and mix, which costs you about £400 for half a bag full. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Ridiculous. Yeah, man. They've still got Lucky Bags if you go to these really old corner shops, because they're still there from when we were kids. I'm telling you, I've seen some in there. Remember the one that had the turtle on the skateboard on the front? Remember that's the one. As soon as you said Lucky Bag, that was straight in my head.
Here you go, kids. I bought you a treat from shop.
Yeah.
20p Lucky Bag each.
Oh,
everything's expired in it. Even the stickers expired.
I would love it. I would love a Lucky Bag. And there's the next question. I mean, can you remember going to a kids' party and having a Lucky Bag?
Yeah,
how cool. Right? I don't do kids' parties because I've only got it's not even one yet. So do they still do Lucky Bags?
Yep. Goodie bags, we call them.
Goodie
Party
bags.
Goodie bags, yeah.
Ah. Did it get
Yeah,
holographic stickers in them?
No.
Nah.
They're not good then. They're not good.
You get they try to act like Sonny said on the other one where they outdo it. You get Apple AirPods and stuff like that.
All we did when we did ours, we just went on eBay and just typed in party bag, favour bag, toys, whatever gift set. We just got a load of them. It's just rubbers, pencils, and a load of bric-a-brac to put on your mantelpiece. Chuck them in, bit of cake. See you later.
No.
Yeah, man.
Is that? I'd put like. Can you remember that chewing gum we used to pull out? I used to snap it
in the round one. Oh, yeah.
I'd put loads of them in him, just so like stupid enough to just pull it out. That's.
But they always put whistles in. Always put whistles.
Yeah.
Always, like,
that's cool.
You got your kids running around blowing whistles everywhere, man. No, it's not cool.
No, I don't like that.
Annoying.
So, if you could recreate any meal from your past, exactly how you remember, what would it be? Any meal that you loved, what could you What would you have?
I've got mine straight away.
Go on.
This is as soon as you mentioned food, this popped in my head straight away. So there was a kebab shop at the bottom of St Thomas Road.
Yeah,
right.
I remember.
My mum. Basically, all my family except for me and my dad, they all went to India for like 4 weeks. And my dad was working like at Colcas, Brent, you might know Colcas on.
I remember. My dad worked at
Yeah.
Colcas.
Yeah, there you go. Our dads probably know each other. And I used to stay at my neighbours, and my dad, and this is probably why I'm such a fat git right now. Every night, pretty much every night, used to just get me a kebab from this kebab shop. But it was the best kebab I've ever had, and I'll never find it again. Where the guy, he used to warm the pitta up, cut it, put the kebab meat in, and just drizzle a bit of pure mint sauce. Not the squeezy one, actual like from the jar, and drizzle it on. Mate, I was in absolute heaven for 4 weeks. I come back and my mum's like, why don't your clothes fit you?
What have you done to him?
Yeah, honestly, it was like the best 4 weeks because I stayed at my best mate's house next door, right? And we had a great time and dropped me off at school, whatever, this, that, and the other. Best 4 weeks of my life. But literally, when I went to go pick my mum and everybody up from the airport with my dad, I was wearing my school shoes with no socks, jogging bottoms, and remember Tommy Hilfiger jumpers, and was it Mackenzie back in the day?
Yeah.
I had them on with a t-shirt underneath. I looked homeless. Just because my dad didn't put the washing on, did he? I was struggling. Mate, it was,
no, I got another day out of that.
Yeah, I got another day out of
You were
that.
doubling weight and no clothes on.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, it was that one kebab, bottom of St Thomas Road, best kebab I've ever had.
That's a great memory though.
Yeah, that's so good. Come on, Brad,
my neighbours were always jealous. There's always jealous because like you're getting a kebab every night and we're having to eat like lasagna or whatever. It's like, yeah, mate, it's what it is, isn't it?
Come on, Brad, what about you?
It's the same food. I always remember when my dad bought me my first ever large kebab. Because like normally you'll just get like a few little bits or whatever, or your mum and dad would go chippy or whatever, and you would end up with fish cake and chips because it was only like 80p back in the day. And then your dad might give you one bit of doner meat just to tempt you in. Yeah. But I think I mentioned it on the previous podcast before. My mum took me younger sister and brother to Ireland for a couple of weeks to see my nan and granddad. So I was same kind of story as Sonny. I was left with my dad for a couple of weeks. Like I did the same thing, mate. I was going out playing footy, coming in 7 o'clock, Super Nintendo time, and I never forget it. Like my dad bought me this kebab, and he went down to what was it called, Liam? You know it, on Abingdon Street, Prime Fry.
Yeah, Prime Fry
on Abingdon Street, and they said, "Do you want a kebab?" I was like, "Yeah, I fucking do. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?" So anyway, he went in his Ford Cortina down to Prime Fry, come back, these 2 kebabs, and we had a massive argument because I wouldn't give him my salad. But yeah, I'll never forget it because he grounded me because I wouldn't give him the salad.
Dads are bastards, aren't they? Dads are absolute rotters.
I literally made my day by offering him my first ever man's doner kebab at the age of like 13 or whatever, and then he grounded me about an hour later because I wouldn't give him my salad. I want my salad. They like salad.
I love it.
As you can tell.
I remember this guy that we used to work with. He fell out with his missus because she put salad on his kebab, and he had a fallout for like weeks.
Mate,
Really?
you never know. My missus, I can remember this like years ago. We ordered a Chinese. My missus, like, we'll have chicken curry, egg fried rice, and my missus, don't know why, she loves, like, she'll take like 2 bits of chicken, but then she wants all the onions and the mushrooms out of it.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I must have just been in a shit mood after work, and she was portioning it up on the side, and I was at the kitchen table, and all I did, mate, was I just turned and said, "You gonna give me some of them mushrooms and onions or what?" Mate, she threw a wobbler.
Oh.
And she said, and she said, "Do you know what?" She went like this. She's turned around and she went, "You know what? Have it all." And she went to bed. So I just was like that. Right, then have it all. She threw a massive wobbler just because I wanted a few of the onions and mushrooms out of the chicken curry, like, you know what I mean?
And you ate it all, you rotter. You absolute rotter.
I ate it all, mate. I ate it all. Then I went to watch Match of the Day.
You see, mine's really weird. So I don't think many people used to do this, but I used to spend a lot of time with my granddad, and my granddad was a hard, worn, torn veteran in World War II. He was just like they called him Mad Jack. The guy was nuts. Like, the guy was insane. And he used to go to the pub. So he used to walk the dog in the morning, then he'd go to the pub, and then he'd get hammered. Absolutely hammered. And then he'll come home in the afternoon about 3-4 o'clock, steaming, stagger in, and oh my God, this smell and this taste, right? People are going to think I'm weird, but until you try it, you won't know. Out of my mouth watering. It was that good. And I used to see him eat it all the time, and I used to think, what is he doing? What is it? And he used to get beef fat, from joints, beef dripping it is. And he used to get the fat, and he used to keep it underneath the fireplace, so it was constantly melting. It was constantly melted. And he used to get back steaming, and he would get a loaf of bread out like a crusty bread usually from birds, and he would sit on a settee and he would eat, and he would dip this bread in this massive bowl of beef fat that he kept underneath the fire. Oh my God. My mouth's proper watering. I need a water. Mate, the taste, it's salty, it's meat, it's so bad for you. Like, it's ridiculous bad for you. But he used to have a nap after it and sober up. And it used to be his sober up key. And the taste of this meat, this fat, that was, oh my God. And I've tried to recreate it a million times, and I just can't do it. I really can't do it. But if you go to Birds, my mouth's proper watering. If you go to Birds, you can get beef pate, the one with the fat on the top. That was my uncle was a man. My uncle was like the big dog in Birds. He created the lamb mint pasty and the chili pasty, and he literally worked at Birds since he was 16 to like the age of 60 or whatever he is. And he created the beef pate with the fat on it just because my granddad used to do it, but it's still not the same. But that fat on the top is what my granddad used to scoop up, but he used to leave that melt. Oh my God. Like, I mean, you tried the beef pate from Birds. It's beautiful. And so, yeah, that was it. Oh my God.
Well, that's like a proper old school thing, isn't it? I bet there's loads of people that done that.
I bet everyone did it. I bet everyone did, because you don't waste food back in those days, did you? You didn't waste anything at all. But yeah, if anyone gets a chance to try it, let me know, because seriously, you might die.
Yeah.
You might die.
Let us know if you die by eating this beef dripping, yeah?
If you did, you didn't get the advice from us, but it is absolutely fantastic.
Let Jamie know if you do die. Don't let him know, because he loves a ghost.
Yeah, go on Jamie if you can.
Yeah, and tell him I died by beef dripping.
So other foods are available.
Yeah. So a weird question: what's the weirdest flavor combination? This is from a guest, by the way, one of our fans. So this is from George. I think it's George Croyd. I'm just going to say Croyd. What's the weirdest flavor combination you actually loved as a kid? Weirdest combination. So he used to eat mashed potato sandwiches.
Mashed potato sandwiches, yeah.
Standard. pot noodle
Yeah, so-
sandwich. I mean, we're English. We can put anything in a sandwich.
Anything. Crisp sandwich.
Crisp sandwich, pot noodle sandwich,
Fish finger sandwich
fish finger, egg.
with loads of vinegar on it.
Vinegar. Was it red sauce or with the
Don't
fish
have no
finger?
sauce, mate.
It's red
No
on
sauce.
fish. Yeah, red on
No.
fish, brown on sausage. That's how it works. Or
I mean,
bacon or whatever.
my daughter, Mrs. will have fucking ketchup with everything.
Yeah,
The only thing ketchup's made for is burgers and hot dogs. That's it.
Not your
Like,
chips.
I'm not what. No, mate. No. Just salt and vinegar, mate. I'm old school.
You're not.
Bread and butter.
Beef
bread
dripping.
and butter.
Beef dripping's old school. You're like.
Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah.
OD, not OG.
Yeah, it's like when my dad used to make like a fry up and used to make the bacon with lard and used to dip your bread in while the bacon was cooking and eat.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm old school about, mate. Fried beans. He's never used to put them in a saucepan. He used to fry the beans.
Oh my god.
Have you ever had Bombay beans?
No, what's Bombay beans?
So it's basically Indian beans, but you get Heinz. You put masala, onions, chilies, get it cooked up. Oh mate, yeah, ridiculous. Bombay beans.
Everybody's on the phones at the minute on Just Eat, aren't they?
Yeah. No, you see, right, okay. So, pardon me. My sister's going out with a chef who's like a top chef, and he made a beans and toast, right? Because he's a top chef, and he put a bit of basil in it, and she was like, "What you doing, mate?" It was like, "I'm making your beans taste a little bit better. Put a bit of basil in it." Baked beans, mate. No, stop it. So I'm a bit. I don't know whether to take this Bombay beans as a
Bombay beans. Trust me.
I think you might have to make me some.
Did you ever used to have like beans and fish fingers like for breakfast?
Yeah.
For breakfast though, because like that's a very Indian thing. We used to have fish fingers and beans with toast.
It's a dead normal thing to have fish fingers and beans for dinner for breakfast. Yeah.
For breakfast. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you went to Italy, you could have fried fish and then you have beans because the protein for throughout the day, the beans has got so much protein in them. It's so good for you to have fish and beans for breakfast. Really good for you.
I'll make them tomorrow.
Yeah. And if you put a bit of vinaigrette on it, that's another good thing. It's the stuff that your body needs throughout the day. But what we do is we have that meal at the end of the night when we should be having that at the beginning. So if you watch what I eat, Sonny, when I'm at work, I eat my
pot noodles.
I like my tea in the morning. Like I have pot noodles all day long. I love pot noodles. Mate, pot noodles. 300 calories.
Noodle. Yeah, man. Pot noodles all the way. That's all he eats, Bren.
That's all I eat.
To be fair, mate, or I just literally Tesco meal deal every day. Every single day. Tesco meal deal.
And that is one of the questions. I mean, what is your go-to as a kid? Your go-to dinner was for me it was like a ham sandwich. It would have like a pack of Discos, and then Monster Pots.
Yeah,
with the legs. They were like yogurts. Yeah, they were like yogurts, and they had feet underneath them.
They call munch bunch or something.
Munch bunch.
Munch bunch, yeah, I remember that.
Munch bunch. That was it. So that was my go-to. I mean, what is your dinner? So, and then now, obviously, I'd have a pot noodle. But what has changed from your dinner as a kid, and have you kept eating that meal as a kid and brought it into your adult life?
Well, for me, yes. Curry, innit? Just curry.
What do you mean?
I grew up with curry. I literally just had some curry now. So yeah, next question. No, it is honestly. It is. It's like, yeah, it's just like Sunday dinner with you guys. It's Sunday dinner. Ours is Monday to Sunday curry.
Okay.
Sunday dinner is a treat for us. Like curry's a treat for you guys.
Oh,
Sunday
okay.
dinner. I mean, honestly, I'll tell you what. Christmas Day, if you guys want to swap your roast for our chicken curry, then let me know.
Is that what you have? Is that what you have on Christmas Day? A chicken curry?
No.
I was gonna fucking say. I was like, what the fuck?
We have a tandoori turkey.
Cheese and garlic naan.
Yeah.
No, it's cheese, garlic, and sage.
Sagaloo. Bombay potatoes.
Bombay beans, Bombay potatoes.
Okay, now.
No, honestly, I think for me, it's pretty much the same from when I was a kid. And I know I joke about it, but it is like we just like curry because it's so easy to make. It's just vegetables and I mean,
It is.
And roti chapatis is just, I mean, it's just wheat and flour, and I
Yeah,
mean, dead easy to make. You could store it for a while.
Yeah, you can store it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could store it, and that was it. But
It's like batch cooking, isn't it?
yeah, but I think the only thing that's really changed, is which Bren touched on earlier, was that McDonald's is just readily available. Like my lad had a good parents' evening the other day, and he said he wants a Chinese. I'm like, okay, no, mate. If I said that to my dad, probably send me to China. They'll eat it, mate. Yeah, piss off China then if you want Chinese, mate, because I ain't getting it.
No, how much is a Chinese now?
Yeah.
So is one more thing. Oh, they've got 2 more questions. Another one from a fan. This is a really good one as well. This is from. I'm not even going to say that. I think it's Tobias. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I can't read your names. But they've asked, what food or snack would you put in a time capsule for future generations? That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah,
That's a good question.
A really good question. See, I've had to think about this, and I still can't make my mind up of what. I mean, I would quite happily revisit the beef dripping thing, but I can't make it, so I can't use that one. So if it's something I can do or make, I mean, but then I don't know. Weirdly, I don't know. It's a tough one.
It really is, yeah.
What is the best thing that you could really think if you thought in 300-400 years time you wanted people to taste what we were eating?
Oh, dib dabs.
Yeah, dib
dabs.
That is a good call.
Dib dabs, and then those pound. Remember those £20 notes that were like just like paper?
Yeah,
you could eat them as well.
That's a good call. That's a really, really good call. God, I love dib dabs. What was the one that everyone hated? No, damn it was dib dabs. So dib dabs, you had the stick, is that right?
Stick, and then 2 different, like a strawberry powder and an orange powder, or sherbet.
What was the licorice? The licorice stick. Sherbet dip. There you go. Sherbet, yeah. Sherbet dip. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, dib dabs. That's a good one. I don't know. I can't.
I think I'd send up as long as it can be anything. Do you know the Twisters, the ice cream?
Yeah.
Love Twisters.
Yeah.
I smash them in the summer like mad, I do. So it'd be Twisters for me. Or something dead boring and simple because I love them. Fruit and nut. Dairy milk, fruit and nut.
Oh.
Yeah, good call.
Do you remember blackjacks and fruit salads?
Yeah, they were wicked.
Mate.
They were so good. See, I still can't make my mind up. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to make my mind up of what.
It's a great question.
I tell you what, can you remember Secrets? They weren't around long. They were Cadbury's, and it was
supposed to talk about Secrets.
Oh, that's probably why they didn't last so long. But they had chocolate, and it was like flake. It was like flake, but it was wrapped round like a nougat, or for you Darbarians, a nugget. It's a nugget. It's nougat, isn't it? Is it nougat?
Go back to your own country, mate. We don't want to hear that shit. It's nugget.
Nugget.
Tell him, Brad.
It's not nougat. It's nugget.
But I didn't. It's nugget.
It's nugget. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Secrets. If you don't know what they are, Google them.
I do remember them actually. Now you mentioned them.
Excellent. And then the last question: what is your favourite snack ever? Any snack? What was your favourite? By far, what was the ultimate snack? Ultimate snack.
Jaffa cakes.
Yeah,
my sister-in-law, who's probably going to listen to this because I've got literally all my family listen to this. When I used to go to school. Remember, you used to do home dinners. You used to nip home, have dinner, and go back. That's obviously doesn't exist now, does it? But I used to nip home, and she said you just used to wolf like a pack of Jaffa cakes during that an hour lunchtime. She said you ate nothing else but Jaffa cakes. But the thing is with Jaffa cakes, you can get experimental with it. You can okay, let me just eat it whole. See what it's like. Let me bite around. So I've just got a biscuit and orange. Eat that. Then you stop. Yeah, then you bite the top off. You separate it. It's like a chicken fillet boob filler, and you put that to the side. You have that. And you put that up, and you like experiment, thinking, they do this. Like this is wicked. Eat that. Do you know what I mean? And there's just so many stuff you could do with it. Yeah, Jaffa cakes for me.
All right, that's a good one.
At least I'm not. At least I'm not the only weirdo that does that with a Jaffa.
I think everyone does it.
When you start going like that, I was like, yeah, he's on my level.
I used to do it. I did used to do that with my Jaffa cakes, and then one day I remember I used to nibble around the Jaffa cake bit, the orange bit, and then I'd eat the bread bit, the cake bit, and then I'd carefully chip. I'd carefully chip the chocolate bit off, so I did have the dangly bit. And then
the orange,
and then you'd suck it and it'd go in, right? So I did that, and as I did that, I did it to about 3, and I think it was Christmas Day or something, and I sat there, and my entire family watched me do it, and they were like, Liam, what are you doing? And I just remember being I'm getting embarrassed now, because I remember I did it, and I was in my world, I'm proper enjoying it. And then, like, do you know when you walk into a pub and everyone just stops and looks at you? And it was just like no one was talking at all. They were just watching me eat away. And I've never done it since. I've never.
They used to look at me like that in Jorrocks.
Yeah, Jorrocks. Yeah, don't go in Jorrocks. Fucking hell. So mine would be hobnobs. I love them. I've got a really bad problem with them, like really bad. I remember when I first started playing World of Warcraft, I had a routine, and it would cup of tea and hobnobs, and I'd dip my hobnob in the tea and I'd eat it. I put on in about 3 months about 2 stone, because I used to eat the entire pack.
It was 6 stone, don't lie.
Mate, it was about 6 stone. I stacked on weight so bad, and because I'd eat one and then another. I mean, hobnobs and tea is one of the greatest things that you can eat. It is, and it's so Moorish, and you just keep going and going and going, and you just like, and then even then you've got like a quarter of your cup with tea.
You can literally leave it in there and just let it soak it all up.
Yeah,
it won't break. It won't. That's the one thing I love about hobnobs.
It's
beautiful.
This is where we're going to get some controversial comments on this episode, because I can't stand hobnobs.
Get out! How can you not?
What?
No, man.
How?
Can't stand them.
What?
Now, don't get me wrong. Joe, like Fox's jam and cream, I could polish a pack of that off with a cup of tea, no problem.
It's like a sandwich. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, I'm not a hobnob fan, so you might get some comments on this. But my favourite snack, peanut M&Ms.
Oh, all day.
Keep popping. They're brilliant.
Pop. Yeah, definitely.
Too Moorish they are.
Remember when they came out with those caramel digestives? So they had like a chocolate layer, then a caramel, and then obviously the digestive. Did you ever?
Yes.
Do you know when you try and dunk them, the biscuit would melt, but the caramel wouldn't.
And then when you bite it.
Bite it and take your teeth off. But
I've got a good tip for people that are listening. You know your dark chocolate McVitie's, just your normal dark chocolate biscuits McVitie's. Put them in the freezer.
Oh,
they are and then eat them. They're absolutely fantastic. For anybody listening, get your McVitie's. It's got to be McVitie's. Don't get no cheap Asda brand or like that. Splash out a bit, push a boat out. McVitie's dark chocolate. Get them in the freezer for a day.
What about Aldi version?
Oh, come on.
Come on, mate. Cross the limit in that, man.
Come on, push the boat out. Just, sneak 30p a week away so you can scribble away and get your McVitie's.
The only reason I go Asda is to get my prescriptions. That's it. I don't shop in Asda.
It's so expensive.
I went shop at that one Spider Bridge called Axwa or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, AXA, yeah.
What is that,
mate?
You need to check it out. It's ropey.
It's really it's dodgy. Like I was looking for some pastry, and I bought some phyllo pastry. They're cheap. I mean, I got it for £1, and I got like at least 40 sheets, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then next to it, there was like, I think it was dog's balls. I'm not sure what it was. It looked like olives, but it was meat, and it had like a. I don't want to be rude, but it looked like a bell end. It's the only thing I could think of what it looked like. So, and then I started looking.
Was you just staring into a mirror?
Yeah, no, was you lying on the floor and looking up someone's shorts? Yeah, and then like it just got, and it just started getting weirder and weirder. Like it had like tongue and stuff like that. And I don't know if I was in like maybe I was a dream. Maybe it was, but no, the people in there were a bit dodgy. Like one of them asked me for 2p so we could change 20 quid, and I was like, "Yeah, it's 2p," and then he went, "Oh, actually, I need 10," so I gave him 10, and he went, "Oh, actually, you got a quid." I was like, "Well, hold on, is this a trick?" Like it was just bizarre. It's a bizarre place, and the work. So Donna's mum lives like 2 houses down from it. So if anyone's watching this, don't go to eat your meat from AXA. So they actually get their chickens and flame grill them with a blowtorch at night time.
That's all right. That's sound.
Is that what is it?
Yeah. They're just cooking it off and then getting it ready for marinade. Yeah, man.
What, next to the bins outside?
Yeah, come on, man. There's nothing wrong with a bit of bacterial salmonella. Come on. I mean, we were cavemen back in the day.
No, I've never heard of that. I've never. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Most, I don't think like proper butchers do it, but like Asian butchers do it. I've seen it. They did it in a shopping cart. Sainsbury's going spare because they're losing all these fucking shopping carts. I know you're on about the flaming it. I'm like, shit, what's going on here? But the wings are wicked.
I'm not eating meat from there. I never will. I don't know if it'll be meat or rat. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. But the phyllo pastry is bang on. So if anyone wants any good phyllo pastry, it was good. It was really good. So on that note, that is the end of our episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sonny, have you got anything to say before we go?
Yeah, just an honourable mention to White Twix.
Yeah.
White Twix. It just came to me. White Twix and also jam roly poly with custard.
Oh, mate.
Underrated.
Oh,
I've had it
mate.
a couple of weeks ago. Smashed it. It's awesome.
Mate, jam roly poly and custard. Mate, that is so good. I haven't had that in years.
Bosh.
So, I mean, there was a couple of things. So, things that have been banned. So, Jolly Ranchers are banned from the UK. Do you know that? Jolly Ranchers?
The American sweet, isn't it?
Oh, I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Hot tamales. Did anyone eat hot tamales? Oh my God. I absolutely loved hot tamales. What else is banned? Oh, there's all sorts that's banned. Absolutely hundreds. Mountain Dew. I didn't know Mountain Dew was banned.
I still see bottles. I'm sure I do.
Yeah, I don't think it's completely and utterly banned. I think it's more of a case that they've had to tone down the E numbers in it, to be honest with you. For this country anyway, well, for the UK. I think they had to tone it all down, to be honest.
Oh.
It was bad.
Well, I didn't know that. Snickers peanut butter. Banned.
Don't know that.
No. And I'm just reading a story that someone bought a vape thinking it was a push pop. Oh, yeah. That's a.
Oh.
Someone chewed on a fucking vape.
It was blueberry flavour.
So, yeah, if any. Yeah. Bren, have you got anything before we go?
Yeah, just a quick message to my mum. If she's listening to this, don't try and go to the corner shop and buy a box of Sunblessed cornflakes and put them into a Kellogg's box, because I do know the difference. Take care.
She tried it. She tried it.
She tried it. And the one thing I want to mention before we go is, do you remember those dolly beads that you used to get? Dolly beads. Yeah, I just wanted to mention them because they were brilliant.
You always at half, didn't you? At half.
Yeah, boom, just shut it off. It used to hurt as well. So yeah, that was episode 4. It was nice to have you guys on. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And again, we've got another one coming up. So see us in episode 5. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. We've also got a retro gaming podcast. Again, the clue's in the title. That's exactly what we do. So we play games. We've got Robbo streaming at the moment, retro gaming. We've also got Sonny, who's going to be starting, I believe. Yeah. At some point. So yeah, let's get that get him involved. So if you do catch us streaming, it's all over on GamesTasker.twitch. And yeah, we've got me doing the quest for the greatest arcade game. So check us out over on YouTube and TikTok and everything.
Watch people listening. Watch Liam do Golden Axe. Very good.
Oh, brilliant! It's funny.
Watched it today, mate. Brilliant.
Oh, good.
Well done.
Good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. got my ass kicked. But yeah, it was good. But yeah, yeah. So that was the end of the episode. And yeah, see you guys in episode 5.